inspiration comes, for me, it comes from everywhere. So it could be anything as small as recycling a container of juice and taking off the cap and noticing that it's a fantastic color and then needing 300 more of those so that I can do something fantastic with them. Or it could be a visit to a gallery, talking to other artists, even talking to people at a show actually gets the inspiration flowing as well, because they start saying, you know, oh, I'd like this, but I'd like it in this format. And so you start thinking about it, and it comes at me from all directions, and I have to write it down right away, because if I don't sleep at night, because I'll start obsessing about it. So sketchbooks are everywhere. In my art, I enjoy the engineering aspect. I work in 3 dimensions all the time. I don't know if I could do 2D. I enjoy trying to figure out how this is all going to fit together and be functional and balanced properly. I enjoy that whole sort of hands-on making something from nothing aspect. I really find it important for me as an eco-artist, which is someone who makes things from recycled and recuperated materials. I find it important that all the things that I use, or most of the things, the large majority, is post-consumer or industrial recycling, or something that makes it somehow no longer useful for the purpose that it was originally intended, or it's already lived its original purpose and I am then prolonging this life. So that gives me great satisfaction to be able to do that. It's a bit of a statement for me. It's important. As an independent artist, you really do have to wear all the hats that there ever is to be able to make this thing roll. So you've got to be the social media, you've got to be the publicity, you've got to be the packaging, you've got to be... So you're not just the creator. So people say, oh, it must be so nice, you must just sit in your studio and make things all day. Yes and no, because you've got all this other overhead, this business overhead that has to happen in order actually to make this a viable enterprise. And so that's important for people to know as well. I'm running a business here, and I haven't got an office of staff behind me. I am all things to all people. I think the most important advice is to really believe in yourself. Know that what you're doing is worthwhile, and don't let anybody tell you any different, because it's really easy to let yourself be led astray by people who might be worried about your security or your well-being. And I'm here to tell you that this kind of life, this creative life, has incredible amounts of supplementary benefits, in the sense that no, I'm not making $1 million, but no, I'm never complaining about my job at the end of the day. I'm not frustrated from a spiritual and mental well-being level. I'm much more at peace with myself and what I'm doing, and you've got to really know that in yourself, though, because it's a climb. It's a bit of a, you know, stick your nails into the wall and crawl yourself along kind of activity. And if you don't have, I don't know, if you get upset with rejection, won't be necessarily the best thing for you to do. You really do have to have a thick skin and a desire to keep going no matter what happens. And also on the other side, as far as, you know, an artist just starting off, what I would probably suggest is to concentrate on your local area, saturate it, and then from there move out. Don't try to get too big too fast. You'll get very quickly overwhelmed. It's a process. You've got to give it at least 3 years in order to decide whether it's going to be viable for you or not. And then after that, you're flying.